Good evening. Today we're doing my walk and talk. My walk and talk is in the evenings. I didn't actually have a chance to do it. Don't know if you can see the little fox there. So I started the video a little bit earlier. So now, how are you? You okay? How are you feeling? I genuinely am actually asking that because, sometimes we feel good, sometimes we feel bad, whatever. So we have to address it. So we always want to feel good because that's the state of enlightenment, joy, happiness. And all those things as well. I'm going to start walking up here. I don't know if you can see the beautiful fox. Okay, let's zoom out. So today I'm going to be talking about, so my channel is, look at that blue, look at that sky actually, and the aeroplane. Where's the aeroplane? I think I need to go higher. No. That's super odd. That's really odd. Why can't I see the aeroplane? What? There's an aeroplane just... Why can't you see it in the video? What? Oh, it's there. Oh my god. I don't really want to swear, but effing hell. I actually thought there was a glitch, a major glitch in the Matrix, and I was going to be someone famous who's going to notice that there's an aeroplane, but it's not actually there, and it's actually me being a donut filming it in the wrong place. Oh dear. Anyway, so my channel's V-anifest. I do walk and I talk about manifesting, and so today I'm just going to be talking about just really that quantum reality, that jumping. When you start doing that, you really notice the effects, and you notice your life changing around you. Like, things have happened, things have shifted in my life. I've got some new opportunities that I'm looking into, things that I've wanted to do, and it's really funny because, well, not funny, but it's interesting because the thing that I got asked to be part of, this joint venture, was actually something that I wanted to do. So I've been manifesting a certain amount of money, and when I get this money, I'm going to do this with this money. Let's say the do this with this money part has been offered to me, and I don't physically have the money. So this is where the bridge of incidences happen. Like, you've really got to set your end goal, like live in the end, because the living in the end was always like getting those properties. But actually I still wanted that money in my bank account, but the money was for getting those properties, so I didn't have to do it that way. So you think it might take you down a certain route, but in fact it doesn't. It takes you onto the route of path least resistance, and it will give you all these offerings that you may never have known about, that it was going to happen like this, and you're going to get your end result. So, I mean, putting it out there, still living in the end for me. I must admit how I feel. This is my day 23, I think. And how I feel is a little bit nothing, actually. I don't really feel anything. Like, I don't feel sad or happy or anything. I feel quite calm. I feel at peace. I wake up and I'm like in this really crazy, calming zone, this environment, this zone, and I'm just staying there. But what I do is that I also want this certain amount of money, and I want this relationship. So how would I be if I was in this relationship? How would I act as a lady? What clothes would I wear? How would I act as a person? All of these things. So one of the things I'm doing is that I'm learning the skill of being more feminine. I've always, again, this is all to do with inner child. If you've done the work, if you haven't, then just keep doing the work, because you'll get to this point. It's fine. It just all depends how fast you guys go, and how much you resist. It depends on how it's going to happen in your reality. So the outcome is dependent on the resistance that you put in, as in negative thoughts or opposing thoughts, and the belief, as in like you know it, right? And that's it, really. Just staying there, not even thinking about the time or what you don't have at the moment. So anyway, it's quite overgrown in the last few days. It's very green. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to manifest this money, and in the meantime I'm getting the thing that I wanted at the end once I've got this money. So it's very interesting. So I still want that money in that account, and that's what I'm still putting in there for. So what I do is, so yeah, this is my day 23, and my life has shifted. Started to get these opportunities, which is amazing. I feel better. I carry myself better. Like, I do have to remind myself, and one of the things that I'm learning is the skill of being feminine, because again, like I was just saying, that you have like the past traumas, your childhood and everything like that, and when you address that through inner child and just address it, you know, that you're this person because of this and all of this, you know, whatever the reasons are, you don't need to justify it, but you are that person, right? But you don't need to be that person. You don't need to be that person that lives in that victim mentality anymore. You don't need to be that person that's like, why does this always happen? I attract the same type of people. I'm always scared, I'm always struggling, I'm always having to work, I'm a single parent, I've lost somebody, you know, all of these things. It's so sad, and it is victim mentality. So of course we're human, we're not robots that we can just go, no, we just don't have any feelings. Of course we have feelings. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us have that, you know, love is the highest vibration. So one of the things that I'm learning, so I want to attract a high value man, is I need to be a high value woman. So a high value woman, I'm trying not to swear as much, decrease the masculine energy that I've got inside me, where I think that I have to do everything because of my childhood again, where I was the eldest and I felt I had to do everything and make sure everything was running. You know, I knew how to change a plug socket and a plug at a really early age, like 11 or 10 or something. And I can't think of a child doing that now at that age. And yeah, just stepping back and just embracing the feminine side of me, the energy that I've got, and being a high value person. So I walk with high value as well. So as I'm walking, I'm not slouching. I'm walking with confidence. My chest is sticking out. Not sticking out, but do you know what I mean? It's held high. My shoulders are back. I'm embracing the day. So grateful. Again, really calm. And I'm walking as if I'm already this high valued woman. And when I start knowing that and I start doing that so that it's a naturalness for me, that's when I'm going to attract the guy that is a high value man. And when I say high value man, like, I always thought that I want to be independent. I don't want to depend on anybody. I want my own money. And I've done okay, you know. I have done things that I've invested my money in and everything. But you know what? I don't want to be a mum and also be a worker. I want to be working part-time, doing something that has a sense of purpose. But I do also want to be a mum. Hence why I have started, you know, what kind of man do I want? I want him to be this and I want him to be that. And I've got to be like this and I've got to be like that. If I want discipline in him, because if it's a high value man, he's going to have, what's the word? He's going to have his stuff together. Do you know what I mean? So he's going to be very disciplined in his actions of work. He's going to be disciplined in the actions that he does outside of work. He's very successful. So for successful people, it's all about repetition, consistency and duplication. And it's all about, you know, keeping it simple and things like that. So, you know, if I want to attract a high value man that looks at me and knows my worth, and I know my worth, you know, I know what I'm like as a person. I know that I do have a lot to offer, you know, and I do have a lot to offer with people. And then obviously, like, working on myself since my last relationship, and I actually started this whole journey because I wanted to get my ex back, and it's 6 years later and it's still not in my life. Now, that's not saying that I can't manifest him back. I actually don't know if I want him back now, because I want a different person that in my life, and I'm very specific, so where he's from, all of this sort of stuff. So we'll see. You'll be on my channel, you can have the update, but there's a lot of specifics that I've written down, and this is not just in my relationship, by the way, guys. This is every aspect. My job, what do I want to do for work, where do I live, what does my house look like, do I have children, what's my love life like, as in, am I married, do I have a relationship, is the relationship healthy? And because it's healthy, because I'm healthy, then yes. And hear the ticking noise, probably someone building. Oh, it's a bird's noise. Okay. So, yeah. So, again, I always thought I wanted to be independent. I could do it all on my own. I've had to do it on my own. And I don't want to do it on my own. If I want to be with somebody and have a partner, let's make a wish. It's the little things. Dandelion seeds. So dandelions are these yellow flowers, the little weeds. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying where I am at the moment. Must admit, I do worry sometimes about money, and that's what I've got to work on, because again, that's lack. So if you have lack in money, or lack in love, or lack in your self-worth, or your self-concept, that's going to affect the lack in general, right? So feel the abundance. So yeah, I just got to work on that. When I say work on that, I need to switch it up very quickly, so I stay back on that zone where I'm plateauing, flatlining, and not, you know, not anxious, not feeling anything, not worried, just being, enjoying the present, enjoying the moment, and actually knowing that this is the person that I am. So if I want to be dependent on somebody, I have to then start being a dependent person. So we all depend on somebody at some point in our life, in that relationship, whether it be you depend on them for marriage, or you depend on them to give you a kid. I'm talking from a woman's perspective here. And you know, for a man, you know, they depend on the woman to look after them, feed them, clean, you know, and all that sort of stuff. The traditional woman, as they call it. And if we want to have a traditional guy who's going to look after me, I need to let them look after me. So that's what I'm doing now, is that I'm just learning the skills of the feminine side of me, and walking and talking very feminine, as if I am that person, the wife of this person. I have this job role, which I've been bloody doing for like ages, by the way. Again, that's a massive block, isn't it? The time thing. Oh God, see. But no, I have been doing it for a while, so I'm just saying that because you might be thinking she's not got that yet. And it's like, the job came in, I put my doubts in thinking that they wouldn't take me back. But you know what, I'm going to get that job that I want. I'm going to get it, and I'm putting it out there. I think the last few days I've been a bit dazed, and I haven't really been like, yeah, let's go and get it. So I'm going to say it now, and let's go and get it. And yeah, it's like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. nearly. So obviously you can tell by the accent I'm based in the UK. I live not far from London. I know a lot of people say that London's a huge place, right? But I live in a county outside of London, and it's beautiful, very green. And this is obviously my woods, and I do my walk. And in the UK, in the peak summer times, it doesn't get dark until about 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes like 9:30 to 10 o'clock at night. So it could be 10 o'clock at night and it looks exactly like this. The winter though sucks, which is why I don't think many people love the winter here, because at 3:30 it gets dark and it's not like this. And it's grizzly as well. Dark skies, grey skies. Anyway, so I wanted to share with you, just stay in that zone, stay in that vibration. If you want to attract something or somebody, you need to be that person. So when they say live in the end as if you've already got that. How would you walk and talk? Like I am walking and talking now with you. So if I'm walking and talking with you now, and I have what I say that I've got, I wouldn't be walking the way I've just been walking now, which is my hand in the pocket. I'm now swinging my arm and walking as if I feel I have these things. My husband's at home while I'm having a walk, you know, and he's looking after me because I want someone to look after me. If I want someone to look after me, I can't be independent. How would I let the man look after me? And that there's always a masculine and feminine energy. I know that there's all this stuff at the moment about the identification and things like that, but so far, you know, the scientists have found, and I'm not massive into science, I mean I am, but more into the spiritual side of things, but I totally get it that people identify themselves as a particular something, and I appreciate that, respect your decision. But right now, until now, there's only male and female when it comes to many things, you know, lock, keys, animals and plants, you know, everything's got male and female. And until they find out that there's more than male and female, then unfortunately that's all we can discuss is according to male and females right now. So yeah, my other belief systems is all about the robots, but that's another video. We're just here talking about manifesting, so let's manifest the cool life that you want. So the life that I want is to be in this relationship with my amazing guy who makes me smile all the time, and I make him smile. Life is so easy, life is so calm. We've, you know, all of these other things, the traits, the characteristics, and I think about him. I think about that he is my man, he's my boyfriend, and I don't worry that he's not in this reality yet, because he will be. Or he is. I just got to keep saying he is. Then when I forget about it, it happens. But you've got to be really into the feeling of, yeah, I know that me and him are together. And the universe shifts things in so many different ways. 2 weeks ago, the job came up that I really wanted, my dream job, and it came up for Tesla, and I was like, wow, oh my God, I'm going to reapply. Then obviously 2 days later, there was an announcement that they're not employing anyone, or they're laying off people. So I had my doubts then. So let's get back to work, guys. Go and put your goals out there, write them down, start journaling again and putting it down, and then start saying, I know. And you walk and talk as if you already have that thing. So I already have that man. He's waiting for me inside. And you don't pretend like a fucking sorry. You don't pretend like a freaking psycho. Oh my God, my boyfriend's there, and it's like the invisible man. You just don't tell people about it, but you feel it as if like it's already happening. And then to people, you act and talk like you are in a relationship. You don't need to say my boyfriend Peter or my girlfriend Sarah. You know, you don't need to say that to your family, but what you do need to do is act as if you are in that relationship, and you'd be happy and you'd be buzzy and you'd be excited to see that phone go off, and you know, what's he saying, what are they saying, what are they like, you know, what's the chat, what's the banter about, all of this, and that's how you'd behave. You wouldn't behave all sulky and gloomy and depressed and all that if you were in that relationship. So you're not living in the end. So you've got to live in the end, and the more you do it, honestly, it's working for me now, because now I'm waking up feeling naturally in the living in the end, rather than I really want this to happen. I really want this to happen. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video now because I don't want it to go longer than it is. And I love you and leave you. Oh, you can't see much actually. I hope I haven't zoomed. No. Well, I'm going to leave you. So have a really lovely evening. The sky's beautiful. It's a beautiful evening. The birds are tweeting, talking to each other. Have a lovely day. Stay happy, healthy and blessed. And thank you for my walking and talking with me. Thank you for walking with me while I talk. And just thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing, liking, subscribing and all of that. You know, I appreciate you guys. So yeah, thanks for the help. And toodles. See you tomorrow.